Hello and welcome everyone to the second annual Tasties Awards, brought to you by Was That in Good Taste. Tonight we've rolled out the red coasters to celebrate some of our beloved cocktails, spirits, and mixers of this past year that we have featured on the podcast. I'm going to be one of your hosts, and my name's going to be Chandler Phillips. And with me as always,
just call me James.
Fantastic. We got a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned and stick around. But first, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
If you don't do that, then I'm going to be sad.
It's so fantastic that we've been able to do this for the second time.
The second year in the row. The first year was a banger. It was good. All of the cocktails turned up and out. But now, this year, the bar is being raised.
And it's literally right here. We have raised the bar from a child. It used to be down here, and now the bar is way up here. It's growing, folks.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
The bar has been growing, and soon enough, the bar might even be larger than us. Larger than this studio, but one can only hope. But thank you so much for joining us.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a thrifted corduroy blazer, along with another thrifted floral tie. On the inside, paisley. A paisley pattern. And also, I have revealed that I have tucked my shirt into a pair of jogger pants. Because you know what? No one takes pictures from the waist up. And usually, we're behind a desk or a bar, a table. But now, we're here on the red carpet with you.
Oh, man.
Giving you
this came from a bar mitzvah. I can't.
If anyone wants to get it pumping, and give a big clap for our bar mitzvah boy, I am available for weekends. And, if anyone needs an MC or something, I can do that kind of stuff, 13-year-olds think I'm hilarious.
Oh, they think you're cool, especially because you let them hit the blinker, huh?
I never...
What? Maybe you, me, it's like, we're going to go for a walk.
It's
a mitzvah.
It's a mitzvah. I was the cool cousin, but now everyone's of age, and so I'm not cool anymore.
That is indeed how it goes. What are we drinking today at the red carpet, Chandler? What is it that we have on hand? Also, our boy Klaus.
Our boy Klaus. The boy came from Tampa. He was hanging out with the rest of the boys, and now he's with us live.
What are we consuming?
We have a fantastic cocktail mixed up for us tonight, featuring,
as I spill it everywhere,
the champagne of beers for such an occasion, Miller High Life.
Woo!
With a shot of Jaeger in it.
Woo!
Known as a Dr. Pepper. Now, under different circumstances,
ooh,
we would put a little float of a high ABV kind of spirit on top. We have absinthe, but who wants to waste good absinthe?
Who wants to waste good absinthe?
And then you would light it, and then flaming Dr. Pepper. But
seems like too much effort.
We actually don't have the pyrotechnics budget for that, so instead, we're just enjoying...
First of all, the carpet, flammable.
It is, yeah.
The outside, the venue, windy.
The drapes, the drapery, the set design. Also, Doja Cat's dress, entirely flammable.
Lady Gaga's dress was a lighter.
Yeah. So because we don't want anyone going up in too much smoke, not you, Snoop Dogg, thanks for coming, we made sure that we kept it, under 120 Fahrenheit, if you know what I mean. I don't know. The prompter just told me to say that. I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
And now, your president, Klaus. That would be
crazy.
A Dr. Pepper.
So yeah,
it smells like Dr. Pepper.
It does.
It kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper.
It's weird how Dr. Pepper has 23 flavors, yet refuses to disclose any of them.
Well, this one has a pretty interesting flavor, and that it has a licorice type taste because it is the champagne of beers and Jägermeister, anisette. It's still anisette technically, right? Mm-hmm. Licorice liqueur that is popular chilled. It is from Norway?
I think it's German.
German?
Because it says crafted in Germany here on the top of it.
Germany. It's saccharine. It's sweet. It's licoricey. It is good, but it requires care and love, or you can pour it into some high life. I'll be honest, it's working for me, Chandler.
It kind of does the job as it's working. And we should actually pay homage to some of the other things that Jägermeister is known for, such as a Jaeger bomb.
Well,
A classic Boilermaker cocktail.
oh,
A Boilermaker is any sort of cocktail that has a heavier proof liquor, typically whiskey, that is dropped into a beer. A Jaeger bomb differs from that in that it is dropped into usually an energy drink, particularly Red Bull, something along those lines. But
keeping it classy.
here we have, the blend of liqueur and beer, which is something that we actually like to explore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's something that's interesting, I think, because beer it's very umami. It's rich. It's yeasty because it's bread.
Yeasty and umami.
And liquor is strong and delicious and gets you that where you need to go.
It's
So
true.
put them together.
And what's also interesting to me is that Jägermeister, similar to Fernet, was developed as a digestif. And beer, particularly something like Miller Lite, does tend to be a bit heavy on the tummy. It's very glutinous, it's very carbonated, very bready. And so mixing the two actually, for me at least, aids in digestion of the two of them.
Does it?
You
I
got
didn't realize that. Hold
you got a
on.
digestif and an ingestif. I just made that up, but that's something that you ingest. Kind of mixed together. I feel like I have had less bloat than when we usually crush a couple of beers.
You don't think it's because of the low calorie, lower ABV Miller High Life?
Well, it is the champagne of beers, and as such, you expect to be treated as gently, as gingerly.
Well, I feel touched.
How do you enjoy this cocktail?
I liked actually the way the foam sat on top. When you first got it, obviously the foam now is dead. These glasses are killing me.
These were on clearance.
These glasses are killing me. But it's cute. The foam, the head was nice.
I got specialty classes just for the occasion.
Right? It smelled nice. It smells peppery, actually, and it kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper.
It's
crazy. It actually kind of tastes like Dr. Pepper.
It is kind of wild. Shall we cheers? Shall we cheers to a night of many memories and more to come?
To the second annual Tasties. And if you'd like to participate in the next one, maybe live, just saying, be in New York next year.
Maybe reach out to your boys.
Maybe you can find yourself here in person. Ahem.
It is kind of wild how they just like sell tickets to awards shows, right?
It is weird. That's because award shows kind of don't mean anything, right? That's the problem with award shows. There's different ways to do it. You get the Baseball Hall of Fame, right? Which is like, they reach out to many people and they allow you to bring in votes. That's like the best way to do it because you're getting people's opinions, but like that's not quantitative.
It is democratic.
It's not quantitative. Sports, that's the problem with sports.
Sports is so heavily quantitative that it's hard to imagine that any practice or standard that they have is not completely quantitative. Because there's just so many stats.
Movies are different. Because movies, I think, are a little bit more subjective. Because you have, it's like, is a movie good or bad? Like, yeah, if our Pattinson's in there acting his behind off, like his acting is good, but that doesn't make a movie good, right? What is a good movie?
What makes a good movie?
How you feel about it, I think, right?
Is it how you feel during, or is it how you feel when you leave?
So, as a person who watches a lot of movies,
you do.
One of my things that I like to do a lot is when I'm watching something, I'm able to watch it and for what it is, right? It's important when it comes to understanding media and having comprehension. One down. Comprehension, you need to be able to watch it for what it is. Often,
media literacy, as the kids call it.
When you look back, though, that's often where the movies fall apart. Because you're sitting there, you're watching it, it's fun. When you think about it, it's like, That doesn't make any sense.
So are you saying that over intellectualizing certain pieces of media and art can actually be detrimental to taking them at the value that they pose?
I don't know about over intellectualizing, but there's an appropriate time and place.
And is an award show not that appropriate? What does the Academy think about this? Academy? Klaus?
Yeah, Klaus, let us know.
Klaus is the Academy for this one. So if you have any gripes or disagreements with our conclusions from the awards ceremony, take it up with Klaus.
We couldn't afford air conditioner in here. I'm going to use my tie.
Oh, you got to dab it out?
Ralph Lauren.
Oh, and who else are you wearing?
I'm wearing Elon Musk as a piece of shit
Oh,
on my shirt.
fantastic.
Oh, the name of the company, they don't exist anymore to me.
Okay.
I blanked out their name here because they're massive Zionists.
Well,
Oops.
whoops. What are you going to do?
Oh, don't be like that.
It's crazy also how much award shows are based around the entrance into the awards show.
Oh, hell yeah. There's a whole show before
There's
show.
a pre-show, which kind of hot, kind of cunty.
I think that shows you what it really is, though, because that's capitalism, right? So you have a show, that means you need a pre-show, and then you have to have a show before the pre-show and an after-show, right?
Well, you have to have an after show to debrief all that happened.
And you're having all the stars there.
But it's interesting too, because that same formula. Now, you know who follows that same formula? The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Checkmate sports. You're just the Oscars for straights. Figure it out.
I can't actually. Can you walk me through this?
Well, because
I'm gonna dab myself in my Ralph Lauren tie again.
Because the Super Bowl has like a pre-show where they talk about like, oh, there's all these people who are expected to do big things, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be such a big show. Oh, what if this happens?
Oh,
what
it's
if
not
this
just big? It's not just good. It's not just great.
It's gonna be the best.
It's
gonna be
super.
the biggest fucking show. It's like, oh, you made it here. You must be worth something.
You
but
spent
then
$15,000 to sit in the upper bowl.
And then you get there, right? And then you get inside, and you're spending what, $50 for a fucking drink?
For a drink.
For a drink?
Hot dog, $40.
And it's not about who's there. It's about who's there.
That's a fact.
You know, it's not about who's performing or who's even really nominated. It's about who's there. You know, because you can be a famous person, a famous celebrity or a sports player, and
Sports baller.
or you could be a famous sports baller, but if you're not, attending, then did you even get the invite?
Unless
And if you-
decide not to go.
And then it's a statement.
Then it's a statement.
And then it's a statement.
Not invited? Mm-mm. If you decide not to go, that's a statement.
That's true. And if you don't attend, what kind of message are you sending to the rest of the people who did attend?
That's a fact.
It's kind of wild. Just thought I'd throw that out
You
there.
attended the
it's
right
just-
year?
It's a little, you go to the right year, you go to the right time. What are you going to do? You're going to sit in a box? You're going to separate yourself from all the regulars who are there? It's a bit self-aggrandizing.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it though. Yeah, it's pat me on the back.
It is interesting, I think, how we also kind of like take these performances during these awards ceremonies, and because there's such a platform, there's an expectation for like, do something with that platform, especially now.
Of course.
Especially now.
Better wear a pin.
Especially
If
now.
you're not on stage with a pin.
If you're not on stage with a pen, if you're not saying something, then what are you doing with your platform?
But also, if you're not saying something, what are you doing with your platform?
And so, James, what are we saying with our platform
Oh,
tonight?
damn, wait, okay. Fuck it. Free Palestine. Also, if Donald Trump pardons Derek Chauvin,
Wait, which one's that one?
that's the guy who killed George Floyd.
Oh,
They're talking. He pardons him. I'm just saying. And free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo, and free all my homies except the fucking Pirate Bay guy. And
wait, what the Pirate Bay guy do?
except for trying to. and then go to jail and then get pardoned by Trump. And he's like one of the largest adult narcotics dealers in all of history.
As much
Also,
as,
Rick Scott
as
works
much
for the
as-
Republicans, and he did the most amount of Medicare fraud, 1.7 billion. I'm on stage. I'm like a Marlon Brando.
You should You're sending an indigenous woman to talk about the inadequate
Bro, I'm a fucking hit my
inequities
Yeah.
amongst.
Yes.
Well, you know what we have that the Oscars doesn't?
What's that?
Equal representation.
Oh, that is a fact. There's a black one and a white one. There's one of each. There's no women here, but you know.
And the funny part is I don't run this. So,
oh man! It's
wow,
'cause
what a
he's a person of Jewish descent. In case you didn't catch that,
fantastic,
how does it feel?
fantastic, delightful. I'm sweating.
Yeah, we could not afford to have AC in here. You got to talk to the union.
It's true. This the venue that we got tonight. Yikes! Let's talk to the owners.
Yeah, whoever's running that. Whew. Oh, there we go.
Dude, how are you spilling so much? You have
know,
spilled
right?
every
It's-
opportunity
I definitely
to
have.
spill.
You know why? Because I was being funny.
That's
Continue.
your problem.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. Leave the comedy categories to the comedians.
Hey, did you
and
know
leave
this
the
guy's a
lighting and production.
Oh God.
Without further ado, we're gonna talk about we got a handful of categories to give awards out for tonight, and I'm super excited. I hand curated most of these, and so I actually don't know who's gonna win. I just picked the nominees, and I put in the votes, and I bribed the other judges, and I told Klaus exactly what to think. But I'm so curious as to what the actual conclusion is, because as we know, with all awards shows, nothing's ever final. It only matters what the presenter of the award says is on the thing. And just like that, we start our first category.
First category is
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the nominees for Best Supporting Mixer. Our first nominee, Ginger Beer. Oof. Frequently seen in things such as Moscow Mules and any other kind of mule. We especially are fond of ginger beer in anything. What was the one that we had recently that had ginger beer in it?
Moscow Mule.
No,
we did have.
It was we did it. We did it recently.
We just did it. Oh, you know what you should do? Obviously, go to YouTube.
And then you should write a comment to correct us about it. It was.
Wait, we just had it, and we used this because we had it, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the whole point?
It was a Caribbean thing because
I had rum in it.
Oh.
I mean, I know.
You know?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
No. Damn it! I was just hoping that you would say it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I know."
It was a variation of the Suffering Bastard that
it
we
was. Yes.
geared specifically towards the Wu-Tang ideology. Our most recent ginger beer feature was in the Old Dirty Bastard, a.k.a. the Staten Island. I think it was just called a Staten Island.
Yeah, I think it was old. I remember
Because it was
Old
like
Dirty Bastard.
it was an Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, because it was ginger beer. It was
SoCo.
yeah.
It was a Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort. Oh, and
Southern Comfort's here tonight. Hide your kids.
not for me.
And then it was Captain Morgan, and then
yes,
a little
yes.
bit of lime juice in that as well.
Oh yeah, that was really good. It was nice. It was refreshing. It was bright. It was bubbly.
That was fantastic.
Gingery.
Our next nominee for supporting mixer is going to be Pickle Juice, as featured in our Does It Pickle Juice episode.
Does it pickleback? Oh, where we had garlic pickles. We had the spicy pickle. We had the regular pickle, and we also had another one. I don't remember.
We also had a peppercini.
Oh yeah, the peppercini. I remember you punked out with the garlic. I had the garlic straight and you didn't.
Well, because it was a garlic truffle thing, and the truffle
It was
is
also sweet. It was sweet.
It was a little sweet. It was
sweet.
sweet.
It was kind of like a bread and butter pickle, but garlicky.
Yeah.
I'm not a big bread and butter pickles. I'm not a big.
I'm
no
a dill,
bread and butter.
I'm kind of a dill guy.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
It's the best. It's the best. Bread and butter pickle is the best.
As we came to conclude in that episode, which you should go back and watch it. It's a fantastic one. Rye whiskey and slightly peppercini-y mix of you want to do peppercini pickle juice and a little bit of classic dill pickle juice. Pairs fantastically with a rye whiskey. Coming up next in our nominees, Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix.
Oh yeah. By the way, we're not gonna talk about everyone. I'm feeling this category.
This category is a fantastic
category.
It's a good lead off category because it really gets us thinking about the stuff that we've done this year.
Damn, Bloody Mary, man.
The Bloody Mary mix episode was when we did our Hot Ones kind of variation, where we did a series of different hot sauces within a Bloody Mary. And as it turned out,
we did the habanero, Tabasco. We did the Pepper X Hot Ones.
And then what was the Scorpion one?
That was the Scorpion one. That was the Tabasco.
Oh,
that was the Tabasco. Yeah,
that was a fun one.
And there were two other ones, but the ones that were spiciest were the Pepper X one, the last dab, and the Tabasco habanero, which is it was flavorful. It was nice. Tastes actually pretty good in the Bloody Mary mix. We're not big Bloody Marys fans here, but come on.
Hey.
Make it spicy.
And Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix sure as hell did its fair share of legwork in that. And then last but not least, our final nominee for Best Supporting Mixer. I honestly don't remember if we even had this in an official cocktail, but I just know that it's one of my personal favorites.
Please do.
Topo Chico Seltzer.
Oh, no, we did. We used it, but we didn't feature it.
That's
right.
True.
We used it. I'm be honest, I like it a lot. It has the natural kind of bubbles. It kind of reminds me of like Grossteiner or kind of like Saratoga, where it's like natural spring.
Yeah, it's
bubbles.
And it's the density of the bubble really performs exceptional in a ranch water cocktail. And I gotta say, just on its own, a good mixer. Of the things here, I'd have to say, one of the mixers I would reach to even if I had nothing to mix it with, which I think is a testament to its mixability.
Well then.
So here we have our winner. James, would you like to present our winner for the Best Supporting Standalone Mixer?
I think I will. Oh, it even has the runner-up in here.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
it even has a reason. That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
It says here, Topo Chico, Seltzer one, and not ginger beer because there's no DEI here. I get that. We don't have any DEI at the Tasties.
We don't do DEI?
No, we don't do DEI. There's enough.
Oh, okay.
We have enough.
We don't have... Well, is it like we don't do it or we don't have to abide by it?
I mean, we don't do it, but, if anybody asks, representation here. Topo Chico. I've been lately using Topo Chico.
Yeah?
As kind of like a seltzer with a little gin.
Well, James, then we'll have you accept the Tasty on behalf of Topo Chico.
Just to let you know, this is exactly how award shows are supposed to go. We make these things up as we go along. I think that seltzer is actually really underrated when it comes to a mixer. It's something important, and not just Topo Chico, to be fair. Just kind of, I accept for all seltzers and sparkling waters, big bubbles, small bubbles, natural, kind of salinic waters. They're playing me off, but I just got to tell you about water. That guy on TikTok, Martin, he's your water sommelier. He talks to you about water, and it's water. Water's good. Water's life. Free Congo. Free Palestine. Viva la revolution!
Wow, thank you so much, Topo Chico, for all the hard work you've done. A lot of heavy lifting there.
Lots of heavy
lifting. I gotta
lifting.
say, when it comes to seltzer waters, Topo Chico is one of my favorites. And
One of your favorites.
one of my favorites. I mean, don't get me wrong. Seltzer water out of the gun, like from the bar, that's gotta be up there.
It's crazy because you wouldn't think so.
But like,
But it's banging. There's
but
something
it
about
hits
it.
different.
It's because it's connected directly to the line.
Yeah.
So it's like fresh.
It's got a whole fucking tank of CO2 to draw on. It's not just sitting in a
But the
bottle.
natural bubbles are different.
Natural bubbles are
Natural
different.
bubbles are different. They're
And
softer.
there's a certain minerality,
Oh, that can add a little salinity.
a little salinity, a little hardness.
That means salty. So I guess we're doing the next category.
I guess we should just blow right into the next cat.
All right, here we go. The next category is
Call us Hurricane Tasties because we're blowing.
glassware. That's right, set design. We have here some of the best glassware / set design that you will have ever seen in any podcast. That's right, we're starting with the big round wine glass, also known as a red wine glass. Also really good for things like sangrias, some sparkling drinks. You think Prosecco should be inside of a champagne glass? Have you put half a bottle of Prosecco into a large wine glass with some orange juice? That is how you do it. What do you think about that? Since I talked a lot last time.
Oh,
have an
that's
opinion?
fantastic. That's fantastic. I love what you're doing. I didn't
All right.
want to. It's a fan favorite here.
There we go.
It's
tiki
a fan favorite.
glass. Oh, the tiki glass. That's right. The cornerstone of what we used to call tiki cocktails, but we now respectfully call tropical cocktails. The tiki glass is a centerpiece of tiki style bars all across the country. You want fruity, you want tropical, that you're gonna get it into it. You're gonna get it in a tiki glass. Also pretty ornamental, pretty cool. And I got mine from Chandler. So there you go.
It is a staple of at-home tiki bars everywhere.
It is. It has to be.
I feel like that's kind of been a hot trend lately, and we'll talk about like cocktail trends within the year. But what I've been noticing a lot is a lot of stay-at-home drinkers.
Oh yes.
Are really starting to favor a tiki aesthetic to their at-home bars, and a staple of that is your classic tiki glass, or as par your collection, a parrot glass.
I love the parrot
Just
glass.
a little ceramic little guy.
I love the other ones, but the peacock, the parrot one, that one's really good.
It's a glass that's got character.
One of my favorites, the fishbowl, right, Klaus?
This guy loves a fishbowl.
The highball,
Oh,
we do it better. Ooh, heavy base short glass, aka now that one comes.
she's right there.
This here is a shot glass that was procured, aka stolen, from a bar somewhere not from far away from here. It is a shot glass that is perfect. It has nice big amount of glass at the bottom. It feels good. It's good. It's good. I love a heavy bottom whiskey glass.
It's a sturdy base.
Something about it feels good. Okay, if you're picking up an old fashioned, okay?
Yeah.
You go to a bar, you spend $21 on an old fashioned. It comes with a little twirl. It comes with looks like a house made Luxardo cherry, but one glass is heavy and one isn't. Which one do you feel you get your value in?
I want the heavy one.
You get the heavy glass.
I want that heavy glass.
You gotta get the heavy glass.
What also I appreciate about a heavy glass is, a trend here in America for our international viewers is that when you take a shot, you cheers and then you click down back. Like you go, cheers, click back down.
Love it.
This one's got you cheers, click, slam, click.
It's also like a fidget toy.
And-
So you're sitting there with your partner, especially for the ladies, your boyfriends don't really respect you, and you're just sitting there, you're just like doing this, and he turns around and he goes, "Can you stop doing that?" And it's like, whoa. Actually, maybe I would choose the bear. I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, glassware presented by Chandler Phillips.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the.
All right, who's winning? What do you think,
right.
Klaus?
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be. All right, the winner of best set design for a cocktail is gonna be a fishbowl.
Woo, Klaus! Oh man,
Quite the upset, but I gotta say, not unearned.
not unearned.
Because one of our favorite cocktails this year has been the Americant
Dad.
Fishbowl that featured blue curacao, some Sprite, some other spirits. It really took me back, harkened back to a jungle juice of sorts. And then, what better than to just throw a little Swedish fish on top of it? You know, it's because it wasn't just the bowl.
No, it wasn't just the bowl.
It was the aesthetic and the vibe that was curated by a fishbowl. And when you get a cocktail that fun, you can only have fun. And we had a lot of fun categories here.
We did.
You know, tiki glass, some of you might say got snubbed. I'm going to be honest. Maybe.
But the thing is, that's popular right now. That's popping a little too much,
That's popping a little too much. But that's okay.
It's trendy.
Because that's what the third annual Tasties are for.
Oh, that is. If you have an opinion over the next year, make sure you comment on every episode. I think this should win the Tasties. I'll definitely remember to get to that.
We'll bring that back up.
Yeah. Klaus, how do you feel?
Fuck yeah, bro. I only have like 2 Klaus impressions. We can't keep asking him. I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing.
Bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, bro. As I am Dutch. As I know me and the boys, bro.
Gucci Mane, you're getting clowned, bro.
What is the next category by chance?
Oh, next category on the docket is one that we're gonna be a little inventive in.
Oh.
This one is best garnish design.
Oh.
And one thing that I have been noticing this year in the cocktail TikTok Instagram reels is people are getting exceptionally fun and
Yeah, they're
fantastic
getting pretty crazy.
with their peels.
Yeah, they're getting pretty crazy.
Here's the thing. I don't know what each of the different styles of garnish look like, because you have like the grasshopper style where it's like
you got the little swirls, the little
and people are doing a whole origami thing with their peels, which I think is fantastic. I would like to see more of it,
but
I just don't know how to categorize it. I'm going to be honest, guys.
maybe you can't categorize it. Maybe if it just looks cool and doesn't have anything,
it just looks cool,
then maybe, I don't know, what is the purpose of a garnish?
Maybe it just looks cool. Maybe that's just the versatility of the garnish itself. You know?
You know what I am? I'm financially conservative, socially liberal with my garnishes. Okay, like I just like my garnish simple. Listen. Back in the day, you would take a rusty knife, hunk off a piece of orange, squeeze it over, just throw it inside the drink, stir it with a finger. That's what you get. That's what I want.
Well, we've seen a lot of stuff where people are like doing a full origami with certain peels, and I think that is why our first nominee for exceptional garnish is the orange peel. Essentially the Gary Oldman of garnishes, where
beat up or handsome.
You can gussy it up and make it look exceptionally handsome. You can just and make it look real rough around the edges, and that adds to the whole motif of it. Like if you go to a dive bar and you get an old fashioned at a traditional dive bar, not one of these Wisconsin dive bars. Have you been seeing this?
Oh, I've seen.
Oh my goodness!
You mean the whiskey lime, the bottled lime juice seltzer,
muddled orange with a cherry.
And the seltzer
I'm not gonna say I don't think it's a good drink. That's the thing. I'm not gonna say that a Wisconsin old fashioned is not a good drink. I think it can be done very well. It is not, however, an old fashioned.
It's a highball with stuff in it because they always put seltzer. They always do that.
It's a smash.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it is a smash.
Like, by definition, you muddle the things, that is a smash. And it's
a smash.
It's a graveyard bash. So anyway, orange peel, with so many different roles this year, is going to be our top nominee. Coming up second is going to be a classic lime wedge.
Lime wedge. You would think orange, lime, lemon, the same. Not at all. They are completely different. Orange, if you're using with the fruit, it's sweeter. You're going to be getting a little bit of the orange oils from the skin. If you're twisting or using the skin of the orange, you're getting the oils. So you're getting the nose, it's going to smell orangey. If you're using the pith of an orange, it's tart. Lemons, totally different. They're kind of sweet. They're sweeter than limes. Limes, tart. Right, they get you very tannicky, right in the back, right in the side here, and also they kind of give you a bright. They kind of open up a drink.
They uplift it a little.
It's different. It's different.
I gotta say, I've been really enjoying lime wedge in Doers and soda. A little scotch and soda with a lime wedge.
Soda? Oh,
and not to mention just the amount of legwork that they have had to do in the ranch water. Granted, Topo Chico does a lot of lifting.
I was going to say, if you had Topo Chico with a lime wedge.
So complimentary.
Topo Chico with a lime wedge?
Their on-screen chemistry, palpable. And then coming up in our third for nominee for garnishes is going to be slightly singed rosemary.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This seems like it's crazy, but you're spending $22 to $25 on a cocktail, and you're thinking to yourself, do I want this? But it comes with a cute little straw, maybe orange, but it also has a nicely cleaned, a little bit of rosemary sticking out with a little bit of lightly singed rosemary wafting up to your nose. A fucking plus.
It does. It hasn't been in a lot of things. But I think they're really showing how bad they want to win this category.
Where she shows up.
And then our final nominee for this category is going to be cinnamon stick.
Oh, my God.
We have featured in mulled wine, in other aromatically infused cocktails. A cinnamon stick not only adds the aromatics and the aesthetic, but also the flavor and functionality of being able to then stir the drink with said cinnamon stick.
Classic, beautiful, kind of the earth,
kind of an every position kind of player. Very versatile, very sixth man. You just call on them when you need, and they're right there. They're ready to perform.
I concur.
James, you actually have the toughest job.
God.
So far, it only gets tougher.
Yeah, we're gonna trade. You're gonna give me the envelope, and I'm gonna give you your award that I forgot to give you last time.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna send it right there for you.
All right, and now we have the winner in this envelope. I'm gonna hand it over to James right here, and he's gonna announce.
The winner is cinnamon stick. Ooh! Wow! Beautiful, versatile, and I'll tell you something classy, but also a working man's garnish. You're just having a delicious beer in the winter. You want to add something a little extra to it, throw it in there, and after you're done, toss it into your chili.
Whoa!
You can't fuck with cinnamon sticks.
You just broke my fucking mind, dude. Accepting the award on behalf of Cinnamon Stick is going to be me. I've worked a lot with Cinnamon Stick this year. Their tenacity, their punctuality, really. Cinnamon Stick puts in the hours. It's a bit of a slow burn, but by the end, you're going to really appreciate the work that they've put in. At home, we've done mulled wines. We've done certain infused simple syrups that
delicious, delectable.
With Cinnamon Stick, these simple syrups, not so simple, gotta say. They really step up and they elevate. And Cinnamon Stick has done so much by the way of what one of my go-to cocktails this year has been a Caribbean old fashioned with that substitutes dark rum and a certain I think it's actually called like Bitterman's Tiki Bitters.
Oh no, yes, the Bitterman's Tiki. Yes.
That features cinnamon. They've been everywhere. They've been putting in the work, and you just gotta respect it.
A+.
A+ to Cinnamon Stick. Thank you so much.
Wow.
What a wonderful show. What a wonderful audience.
Rushing through here. Now, we have just over 15 minutes left of the show, but of course,
are you serious?
Can I say that we have an important message from one person who is going to be here. I paid for them to be here, but the flight got delayed.
Oh, no.
It's from one, his name is Kendrick Lamar. He just said to make sure that everybody knows that Drake is a pedophile. And also that he's sorry that he couldn't be here. He's going to give some money to some poor kids in Compton. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kendrick.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lamar.
And also, fuck you, Drake.
Now, as for the next category.
Well, wait. I do want to do a quick intermission just because we're between categories.
Okay, we're between categories. You're correct. How many do we have left? Oh, we're getting to the top 3.
We're getting to it.
Well, top 4. No, we should do this one. We should rush through this one.
Yeah.
Let's then do the top 3.
You're right. You're right.
The visual effects, the visual additives. We're gonna go through. We have Blue Carousel Float. Ooh, absolutely delectable.
What I actually want to clarify real quick is that visual additive is different than a garnish.
Yes.
Because it changes the composition and mouthfeel and just general aesthetic of a drink and isn't necessarily something you can just pick off and throw away.
Absolutely.
That's the difference between a visual additive and a garnish.
Blue Carousel Float is part of the drink. You cannot discard it, which is why it's an additive.
It's an additive.
Okay. Red wine foam. Ooh, delectable, frothy, rich.
Do you remember what she was featured in?
I remember what it tasted like.
She was featured in the Franken Sour.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
That was an absinthe sour with a red wine foam float atop.
God, I really liked it. I was very surprised. It was tart. It was sour. But I think that the red wine, it really brought forth, it gave it a little earthiness. It was delectable. Oh, it was a little tangy, too. I remember that.
Tangy.
Fat wash clarification. Okay. F off. Listen, we're going to do it again. I just messed it up.
She still got nominated.
Boilermaker set. Yeah. Boilermaker setup. Walk them through that one again.
So the Boilermaker setup is you would have something akin to this heavy bottom shot glass.
I wouldn't do it with this because
not with
fucking shatter.
And then a heavy bottom pint glass that you would drop said shot into to create kind of like a little bit of a kind of effect where it's in the kind of thing. It creates a visual like explosion.
It's visual. It's fun. It's like tactile. You're getting to participate. You're getting to engage. It is delectable. And now, both deciding and also, I guess, presenting, because I skipped him last time. I did that last time too. Mr. Phillips?
For me? Oh man, it is such an honor and it is such a tight race amongst our nominees. Yeah, let's just I'm so excited to see who wins. Oh, wow. Red wine foam.
Woo! Red wine
is going to take the award this time. Wow, fantastic. Good for her. She has actually, this is one of her first recognized performances. I feel like she's been around, but just hasn't really,
of course,
hasn't really found the traction. And you know, some people will say like, "Oh, red wine, why don't you just like stand alone?" Or like, "Why do you feel like you need to foam yourself up?" But that's part of the fun.
Change yourself? Maybe for the stardom, maybe for the admiration, maybe for the love. If you tell me that I can just sit in the glass and somebody can enjoy me, sip of me, but if you say that I could be something special, I can stand out, I can float delicately on top of a drink, I can stand out visually, texturally, odoriferously, I'd do it.
And I don't blame you. That was a fantastic assessment. We're going to take a quick detour from our winners and from our announcing to just kind of talk about some of our favorite honorable mentions.
Yeah, 13 minutes. Can he do it?
We got time. We got some honorable mentions, some of our favorite episodes, some of our favorite cocktails, and then we're going to hit a quick in memoriam.
In memoriam.
So, honorable mentions first. I want to highlight one of the cocktails that we did earlier this year, the tequila wellness shot, aka the Beyond Wellness, that featured tequila, carrot juice, turmeric, ginger, and there was like a third wellness thing.
Spirulina.
Yeah, sea moss. Wait, is that the...
No, spirulina. No, it's green stuff.
Are they different things?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I would know, though. I would know.
One of my other honorable mentions is going to be the Jungle Bird cocktail. Just a fun, tropical, delicious cocktail.
We decided against it because of the name.
It was a little too...
Look over here, you Jungle Bird.
It was...
Cocktail.
James, do you have any honorable mentions? Any things that really stuck out in your head this past year that maybe aren't on?
This is honorable. It was on the list last year. It didn't win, but sangria, both red and white, it hit me. It got me so much so that I really feel like we should revisit it again. There's something about sangria that stands up and above. We also did around the Super Bowl. We also did the bucketed drinks. It's effectively a fish bowl. Right, but a cocktail in a bucket is different than a fishbowl.
Because it's a bucket.
Because it's a bucket, expressly because
it's a bucket.
A bucket. And finally, the one that stands up far and beyond. It is specifically a liquor that we've had in the last year that's not going to show up anywhere, and that is right. It is the famous, the Chinese. It is Baijiu, the most popular spirit in the entire world, made popularly with sorghum. I'm just saying,
and koji,
which is really interesting. I think that it absolutely deserves a listing or being mentioned on our honorable mentions.
And then real quick, just some of my favorite episodes that we've done this year have been the PEDs.
I love that episode.
The performance enhancing drugs.
That was pretty funny.
Where we did some alternative things that aren't necessarily alcohol based or cocktail based. Check it out. It's a fun thing.
That one was good.
Also the hard pill to swallow.
That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites.
That one was a fun one.
We had a lot of fun.
We remember.
Oh yeah.
We remember who the hard pill to swallow was, and it was. Oh God.
Hey, listen.
Hey, I said it, and I won't forget it.
Hard pill to swallow. Oh, that's Jepson's Malort.
That is
the hard
Malort. Oh,
yeah, we're having
boy.
For this award show, we're having Jägermeister and Malort. So there you go. Also,
so fuck with me though. Also, another one that I had a lot of fun doing. I'm gonna be real for a second.
Yeah.
Doing this show with you is one of the funnest things I got going on.
Well, you know what? I feel the same way. There's something about not just doing something entertaining and fun, but also something that I believe is improving and growing, and it makes me happy to do it and to do it with you, Chandler.
And I think one of the episodes that really encapsulated just how much fun we have doing this show was the lottery episode.
Yes.
The can't win if you don't play.
Can't win if you don't play.
Where we got to talk about the lottery and we got to drink a bunch of different Buzzball flavors. And I feel like that particular episode encapsulates just what we're trying to do here, which is have a good time drinking with buddies, but also talking about something that, is something that we all experience and all know of, but kind of want to do a little deep dive on. The lottery isn't necessarily great, but the episode was fantastic.
I want to throw a little special love out there for that mango chili buzzball.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That is good as a motherfucker.
That was good.
That is good.
And then lastly, I think we should hit our in memoriam before we hit our final three categories.
Yes, in memoriam.
In memoriam, I'm gonna say Fernet shots.
Rest in peace, Fernet.
R.I.P. Look, you've been cool. You've been vibing. I feel like the industry's gonna change, and you guys got to catch up.
Well, you mentioned Fernet, so we have to drink the Malort now because it is also kind of in the same realm, right? Here's the thing: Malort is also on that list. It's not because these things are bad. People only drink these things because they don't like them. That's the joke.
It's a meme alcohol.
Fernet is good. Malort is good. They just have their uses, and it's not drinking it straight as we're about to do. So, Malort, you're definitely on that list because I think I might have had enough of you.
Oi. Other in memoriams, I think.
Oh, I got a in memoriam.
Yeah.
The old setup.
Oh.
In memoriam, the 50 different ways we used to do the show before. In my room with that little tiny mixer. In here with a table against that wall, with a table against that wall, with tables against that wall, with the table against that wall.
We've tried it
against this wall.
We've tried it in every direction, and now we're standing. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Now I can lean back like this and be like, "Hey, welcome to what's that?" What?
Usually, you get the most important categories out fast, and the most important categories at the end. The least categories at the beginning real fast. But we're almost out of time. Why are we out of time? Because because I'm gonna tell you why.
We did hit the record button.
Okay. We have like 4 more minutes. We got 8 minutes. There's a reason though.
Oh my god, that Malort
under an hour I can post it everywhere.
Oh, that Malort is still creeping up on me.
I like it. It's grapefruity. It's sweet. Okay, it's not bad. It's just it's like drinking grapefruit juice. Am I wrong? It's like drinking grapefruit. You know what it's like? It's like drinking grapefruit pith.
It's like,
which you shouldn't drink straight.
It's like drinking grapefruit juice mixed with battery acid and dirty dishwater.
It's just like drinking the pith straight up. So,
in memoriam, shots that make you want to die.
I got one. Actually, in memoriam, craft beer. I still like craft beer, but craft beer has been having a downturn.
I believe that. I follow.
Yeah, people are really getting. You know what I think it is? I think people are really falling into the cocktail space.
It hit a bubble also with craft beer.
It definitely did. I'm not saying it's bad. I still like craft beer, but there was just so many during the pandemic that obviously at the time that bubble had to burst.
I'm gonna say in memoriam, IPAs.
Get out of here.
IPAs in general. Double IPAs, triple IPAs.
God. Okay, hold on.
Just like the trope of
triple IPAs.
No, of being
yes.
Of
also,
being
Belgian IPAs. Yes.
Being an IPA guy. That's.
I mean, that was out in 2019.
That was out.
That's already out. If you're out here like, well, I only drink IPAs.
Fuck out of here. Get yourself a double block and then come back to me.
Get yourself a double block and get back to me. It's like, hey, listen.
Try a fucking Mars and ale and then live a little.
Until you've had an Abbey Ale, you can't talk to me.
Talk to me about Belgian style,
if
okay?
You don't like Belgian style? Oh, look at this guy. This guy says he only likes it from Portland.
I'm getting itchy. Did
they got Scotch in Portland?
Oh, God. Talk to me about a double porter stout, okay?
Ooh.
And then get back to... I'm just saying shit.
Wheat ale?
I'm just saying
Give
words.
me a wheat ale, something chewy.
No, you want to be like, oh, grapefruit IPA. Fuck out of
First of all,
here.
excuse me, a grapefruit IPA with Simcoe, Galaxy, and shit. I know what's another popular hop. Simcoe,
Cascade?
Cascade.
Fuck out of here.
I like you, but now you're not the star anymore.
Take a back seat, Wallace Shawn,
You know what?
okay?
You. Listen,
That's not fair. I'm sorry. Wallace Shawn is not the IPA of like Wallace Shawn, you are a treasure, and if anything, you have been nothing but cordial, and I'd say you're an Aperol.
okay, you know what, Wallace Shawn, I agree.
All right, so we got our final three categories
Final
coming up.
three categories. Here we go. First.
Do you
Oh,
want?
am I doing it? Oh,
are you?
I thought I did it.
I'll do the our first of our final three categories is going to be most versatile spirit over the past year.
I'm not talking, I'm listening.
Nominee number 1 is going to be Applejack,
Woof, woof,
aka Apple Brandy, particularly Laird's Apple Brandy, which has been featured in a handful of different cocktails that we've had this fall season. And if you want to check it out, do it. Just check it out. Just go look and see
Link in bio.
see
Look
what
down there, you know.
see what came out like around like September, October, November, and you'll be like, wow, that's a lot of Applejack. Number 2, 1776 bourbon. It is a family favorite here. It has bought us off to make sure that it was in the category list.
It had to be here. It had to be here.
Also, 77 whiskey or 1776 bourbon was part of our gift episode.
It definitely was. Make
When
sure you watch
I
it.
got you the special one,
And I pulled out 7
and you
bottles.
got a.
You know me.
You're like, hey, look at all these things I bought myself, and you can also have some. Number 3 nominee, Seagram's Gin.
Seagram's.
Look, we know who's already creaming themselves over Seagram's Gin
It's
over
over near
here.
your ankle. I kind of wish it was up here. Because, you know, me and Seagram's is behind you.
You and Seagram's
Me and Seagram's, we go way back.
You guys, whew,
Oh, yeah. Almost
back
maybe a
to
little
the
too much.
days. And then last but not least, Flor de Caña, number 7.
Come on. Come on.
I had to put my boy
Come
up
on.
there.
Guess what, though?
I had to put my guy
Guess
up
what?
there.
It's the Florida Cognac.
Oh,
You know why?
You didn't
Do you
even
know
look
why?
at the envelope.
I don't have to. You know why? Because I was paid off by Big Florida Cognac.
Big Florida Caña
Okay?
got you again.
They got me. You know why? Because absolutely it's mine now.
That's your taking it.
Interesting. All right, delicious. And also, I've been hearing about it too fucking much.
Florida
It
Caña is
needs-
such a fucking good rum.
It needs to get an award so that it can say that it has a tasty and it can move on.
Oh my god!
It can
get
kick
out.
rocks.
Are you saying Florida Caña is the Leonardo DiCaprio of?
Puts in work. I'll tell you this. The other day, I was looking for some Florida Cognac.
Did you find it?
No, I didn't because I where I was, they just didn't have any.
Well, you weren't looking hard enough. That's for
definitely
damn
wasn't.
sure.
I definitely wasn't. They just didn't have it where I was.
You know what I got in my liquor shelf right now?
Right now, for real.
Florida Caña 7.
What? Okay, I don't go to your house enough.
I don't.
You
go,
don't invite me.
I don't go to your house and drink your rum, do I?
First of all, it just stays here, so I don't even touch it in between. So there you go.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, next categories.
All right, that's you.
You ready?
That's
ready,
on
ready?
you.
Best standalone spirit. That's right. It's best actor. 1. We have the Flatlander. Whoa. I'm sorry again. Best standalone spirit. That's right. Best actor. It is the Flatlander. Ahi Amarillo. 1. 2. Amos gin. That's right. It's the Amos mushroom gin. Very specifically, it's important. It can't just be any. This is the mushroom reserve. It's a limited edition. Delicious. The Jose Cuervo traditional añejo, which is gone. It's not here.
We drank
Because
that.
we drank that. And of course, the last nominee. Is it a shoo-in? I don't know. The Midwinter's Night Dram from High West. That's right. It is a mixture of deliciousness. It is expensive. And Chandler, I never checked that envelope.
Is it? It's
Which one is it? It's up to you. You can do it. Nobody is judging you or holding it against you. That's right. You can say Flatlander. You can say Midwinter's Night Dram. You can say whatever you want. Except.
So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, folks. The Midwinter's Night Dram is the most expensivest of the things.
But.
And it should, like, on any sort of forum or decorum, you would say the Midwinter's Night Dram should be a shoe-in.
But you're going to say Flatlander. There's no way. You're going to say Flatlander.
But you know what I'm going to say, actually? Is the Jose Cuervo Tradicional
oh my God.
and Yeho.
What a fucking trickster. It's Loki.
Because the Tradicional and Yeho not only is a fantastic tequila,
$50 too?
it is price appropriate.
Yep.
And it's versatile if you wanted to try to make a drink that is typically made with whiskey or any other aged thing. It has range. That's why Tradicional wins, because of the range alone. Amos, you're good. You're good. You're interesting. Flatlander, you have put in work, and I have admired what you have brought to the table. Midwinter's Night Dram.
That's like, it's different.
It's different, and it's unique,
that's on honorables. It has to be.
But the versatility, the shootability, I don't feel guilty drinking.
Damn, that's something that's important for us, right? Which is approachability of liquor.
It is the most approachable.
I gave it to you, but it's not
standalone spirit.
Because I'll tell you about the Amos, delicious, right? Mushroom, but like I feel a little bad wanting to have a gin and tonic with it.
Because you feel like it's kind of a delicacy,
right? Because it kind of is. There's something nice about.
You kind of feel like, I shouldn't do that. And in Yeho, but it's Jose Cuervo, so you're like, they're still gonna make more. Amos, you don't know what's left of that.
I'll be honest, yeah, that's not a joke. I'll be honest, they might still be doing the run through of that first batch because
the Midwinters. That's gonna be different the next time you buy a different bottle.
Absolutely, the Flatlander, the Ahi Amarillo, interesting. But also, I'm going to be honest.
Interesting and local.
But I do think, I agree with you. Yeah, well, look at that. Wow.
And so this brings us to our final category of the evening.
Final category of the evening. I just have the mic that's free.
Thank you, viewers at home, for sticking with us through this whole thing. It's really you guys who make this whole shindig run. And if I could give each and every one of you a Tasty Award,
I would give you a big smooch.
Well, you can give them that too. You just do a little. We have our best cocktail of 2024. And I've went back and I've reviewed the tapes.
The tapes have been reviewed.
And I have found the 5 favorite cocktails.
This is where they are.
Of 2024 and 2025.
You know, it's the year. It's the award year.
It's a fiscal year.
It's the award year.
This is our major motion. This is our major motion picture category.
Let's go.
Our nominees are the Fancy Free, which, as you may remember, is a bourbon and maraschino liqueur style, kind of old-fashioned, that features Angostura bitters as well as orange bitters. We also have the Brass Elephant, another intensely, almost old-fashioned-y kind of cocktail that features Applejack and a variety of other liquors that I have on my phone ready to pull up.
He's like,
I vaguely remember. And it is... that's what it was. It was a vanilla-infused rye with apple brandy, Nocino, Jamaican rum, and Angostura bitters.
But we didn't have the vanilla-infused rum, so we used the rum vanilla extract. The vanilla extract I have made from rum.
Wait. You said we didn't have vanilla-infused rum, so we just had vanilla extract where the base is rum, and so the extraction of vanilla is through rum.
Okay, we had vanilla rum.
Fuck out of here. Our next nominee is the Franken Sour, aka an absinthe sour with a red wine float. Red wine float has already won one of their nominations tonight. And it would be fantastic to see them get a double-double. And last but not least, one of my personal favorites from the I'm a Bee episode. An episode where we talked about the plight of bees in an ever-encroaching urban landscape. The Kill a Bee's Knees, a.k.a. a mezcal, lemon, and hot honey cocktail.
Shit. God damn it, that's delicious.
Killer bees are on the swarm. Shit. James, you actually have...
God damn it, I just realized that as you were talking.
The hardest job of the night.
God damn it.
Because I put together this list.
You did?
And you have to figure out exactly which of these cocktails, the Fancy Free, the Brass Elephant, the Franken Sour, the Kill a Bee's Knees.
Shit.
Who is gonna be our cocktail?
I don't know what it is. Something happened here, but it's the Franken Sour. And what is absolutely a surprise, even for me,
what an upset!
Liked the Franken Sour.
Wow,
it really surprised me, and I've also found myself thinking about it kind of frequently. There was something about the red wine float that really elevated it for me.
And you're going to be accepting that award on behalf of the Franken Sour.
Here's the thing, though. Bee's Knees. I don't know how the rules work here, so I guess next year we'll see you. Because I don't think there's anything keeping you from being nominated multiple years in a row if you don't win. I think that was fucking amazing. Just like I think you're amazing.
Oh, me?
Remember?
Who, me?
This is the second annual Tasties.
It's only going to go up from here.
Oh, that's it. Just call me James.
And I've been Chandler. And thank you guys so much for this wonderful evening on this fantastic stage with all these amazing performers. What we really got to remember is that libations are partnered with Live Nations. And they should sponsor us.
Please, Live Nation sponsor.
Live Nation, libation, it's such a close thing. Like, we should just be partners.
Well, I guess.
This has been a wraps to a fantastic year. And honestly, this has been the best award show of award season.
Better than the Grammys. Wicca Wicca. Better than the Oscars.
Wicca Wicca. Better than the Emmys. Wicca Wicca.
Better than the daytime Emmys.
Wicca Wicca.
Better than the evening Emmys.
So we cheers and we say,
remember,
thank you so much for joining us. Remember,
drinking is not required,
but it is recommended.